I hope you all are fine. So today we are going to study, not study. Actually, this is a listening time, story time. So lessons for life. Okay, means I'm going to put this is a video which is for moral values and life skills. Upon this, it's going to be it's not for any of the standard. This is a lesson for life moral videos which I upload every week. So I hope you like it and enjoy the video. Come on, time to read. Once upon a time there were two kings, King Raja and King Mohan. Their kingdom was their kingdoms were next to each other. They were not one they were not on very friendly terms. Means there once upon a time there lived a king, means Raja, which we commonly call, and King Mohan. Means there was a king which his name was Mohan, and their kingdoms were just next to them. They were just nearby their houses. And king means their kingdoms were very next to them. He never King Raja was a rude King. Raja means the king. One more king is there. His name is only Raja and Mohan. So the Raja, who is the King Raja was a rude and impolite man. So how was the King Raja? He was, he was not he was very impolite and he was very rude. He never listened to his subjects. He always shouted and screamed and blamed the people for all the problems. Means he never listened to his subjects and he always, shouting for others. Simply screaming on others. If it's his mistake, also blaming on others. Okay. He always had a frown on his face. He was disliked by everybody in his kingdom. So now there's a particular kingdom, and all of those people who lived in that kingdom, nobody liked him because of his rudeness and impoliteness. Now King Mohan, on the other hand, was a kind, gentle, and polite. He never shouted at anybody. Now how he was, the King Mohan, who were just, side of them, each other, right? Next to him. So how he was very kind and he was very gentle and he was very polite. He never shouted at anybody. He never interrupted people when they were talking. He listened to his subjects and worked for their good. His subjects had a great respect for him. They always stood by him. One more the kingdom was whose name was Mohan. These all the people had loved him and they always stood by him. They were always on his side. One day the King Raja declared war against King Mohan. So one day what happened? This King Raja who declared a fight, a war against King Mohan. Both sides prepared their armies for the war. One on the day of the war was supposed to begin. The two armies stood on the battlefield facing each other. King Raja shouted and ordered his army to begin the attack. But something strange happened. The soldiers did not move even a finger. King Raja kept on screaming and repeating his orders, but in vain. The army remained where it was and stupidly refused to fight. Means the king Raja was, he was shouting, he was screaming for his armies that go fight, go hit them. But the armies did not move a finger. Why? Let's see. The army remained where it was and stubbornly refused to fight. King Raja was let down by his army because they had never heard a polite word from him. King Mohan won the war without a fight and started ruling over both kingdoms. So at that time, if there's a fight between two countries, so if this country won, then this country is also his and that country is also his. So like this only, that now he started ruling the both the countries. That means the both the kingdoms, and he loved by all, and it was because of his politeness and gentle behavior. It was just because of his politeness and gentle behavior. So, what you understood by this story, my dear children, that you have to be polite, you have to be good with you have to be good with children, your parents and everyone who are elder than you, or let them to be smaller than you. You have to respect for everybody, and you have to be polite and focus on your work which you have to do. So let's see, time to understand the story. So, politeness means using kind and gentle words when we speak with others. Through these words, we give others their due to respect. Certain physical gestures are also considered impolite. Banging the doors when leaving a room or talking to elders without our hands in our pockets and are considered impolite. It is discourteous to get up from the dining table while others are still eating. We must excuse ourselves. If we must do so for some reasons, the tone of our voice and the expression on our face also show how polite we are. So I hope you all understood that you have to be polite and you have to be good with people. Right? So yes, tell me which, so you can just see two pictures here. So just tell me which one of the boy is very polite and good behavior with that old man. Tell me in the comments. So thanks for watching, for all of you letting your time in my video and something you're understanding for your lives. Thank you so much, and thanks for watching, and make sure you like, subscribe and share this video for your family members, and show this video for the children who have really a bad behavior. I give you a guarantee that the child may improve his attitude and lead a good life. Lesson for life. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.